Well, welcome to another video in Crossroads. It's been a while that I didn't do any video, but now it's another video, and guess. What I'm going to talk about today is like the whole social media and the whole world is talking about the Epstein Files. And probably you are familiar what I'm going to talk about because everybody's talking about that, right? And when the justice fail, God justice take place. That's the title of my video today. And just stay with me. It's very interesting. But at the same time, as you know, I insert the Word of God, what the Word of God says in different situations. We are contaminated by the original sin, as you know, the sin of disobedience from from Adam and Eve to God. And so we have these contaminations. We try to do things good, but we have the tendency to do evil things. And this is in the whole human race. We have the tendency to do evil deeds and actions, and more frequently when we are young, energetic, and full of life. These tendencies to have inappropriate, unacceptable behavior increase in the person if that person is wealthy and powerful. And that's what I'm going to talk about, because the Word of God says that the love of money is the root of all evil. However, that kind of behavior sometimes is minimized or end in middle age, sometimes in the elderly age. But there are some people that are really bad. And we have it everywhere in this world. But one thing I will assure you, all of us will pay for those wrongdoings we do in this life. Nothing is hide that cannot reveal in due time. And that's Bible. Whether you call karma or divine justice, we are held accountable for our own actions, and we have to pay for those actions. Through history, we see the punishment of fascist dictators, corrupt criminals who killed so many people, in abuse of the power and the money that they have. I will give you some examples. Hitler, Stanley, Mussolini, Mao Zedong, Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, and even dictators in America, Hugo Chavez, the ex-president of Venezuela, and so many others. It's a long list. At this footage of my video, you have an idea what individuals that I'm going to talk to about it. Yeah, President Trump. in the Epstein Files. Those scandals that is all over the social media and all over the world, they don't want to make those files public because they are protecting some people. They don't want to release them. Even that they have a lot of pressure, but they don't want to release them. And I don't know if eventually they're going to release it or not. There's money involved, a lot of money involved, and powerful people that is going to fail if they release those files. I'm going to approach this issue in a philosophical way with a series of evidence to make you think. And so you will be the judge. At the end, I will give you my assessment, my opinion, my judgment of the whole scandal. First of all, the U.S.
Because I said
Attorney
I was
General
asked a question about the client
told
list,
Trump
and my response was,
that his name
it's sitting on
appeared
my
so
desk
many
to be
times in
reviewed,
the Epstein
meaning the
Files.
file along with the
That
JFK
convicted
MLK
him
files as well. That's
to
what I
have
meant by
sex
that.
with
Also,
underage girls. And Trump was a close friend of Epstein from 1990 and early 2000. His name appeared multiple times on flight logs of Epstein private plane, and as well in the contact book, alongside with a handle of others high-profile individuals. Pam Bondi said there are tens of thousands of child porn videos. Second thing, Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein girlfriend, who bring the underage girls to Epstein, is now in prison for paying for these criminal things for 20 years after her conviction of child sex trafficking and other crimes. This is very punished by the law. You know, I hope that President Trump will be innocent about this, but I doubt it. There's so many things around here that accuse him about this, because one of the things is he was very close friend of Jeffrey Epstein. There is so many things that they are finding more and more. They're dropping bombs about this because more and more information is coming out, and people is just talking and talking about this. And, you know, we cannot ignore these things. We want an honest, moral president, but it's not so with President Trump. It is not the kind that I was thinking about. And, you know, the 13, I tell you the evidence and you be the judge. Jeffrey Epstein hung himself in his jail cell, according to the New York Chief Medical Examiner on August 10, 2019. But this connection with wealthy and powerful individuals prompted speculation that his death was not a suicide but a homicide. Uh, Somebody murdered him by strangulation. Since there is no way to hang himself in the jail cell, the guards, the people that was watching the cell, were checking him every 30 minutes. The surveillance footage of the security camera is missing 1 minute, just before midnight. So there is a lot of inconsistencies in the whole thing. That's what I said. You have to be the judge. I'm just going to give you the evidence so far that we have, and there will be more evidence that is going to come in the future. So there are so many incorrect, inaccurate statements that lead to protect those corrupt individuals that they are in the Epstein list. But as I say in the very beginning, if they get by with these crimes that they did to underage kids, God justice is going to take place on those people. Because God don't want us to be condemned with the world, but to all of us to be saved. He's a merciful God. And even though we committed horrendous crimes, it's still as redemption and forgiveness, because God is like that. God is not human. He is divine. And he had mercy on us, and his love we cannot measure. He even loved the worst criminal in the world. And he wants all of us to be saved and to be with him when we die. So, there you have it. You are the judge and the whole video. And based on all these evidences and inaccurate statements and inconsistencies, my conclusion is that President Trump, ex-President Clinton, Prince Andrew, and many more high-profile, influential individuals are implicated and involved in this high crime. They need to be accountable for their crimes inflicted to underage children. You know, sometimes, and unfortunately, we see it all the time, justice doesn't exist for rich and powerful people. They are able to manipulate the system through corrupt lawyers and judges, but eventually those individuals are going to pay for their crimes. Now, tell me what you think. You know, I can expand more about this video. I can elaborate more and more about this video. But we don't gonna go anywhere because it's still an investigation going on right now, and Democrats and Republican Party, both of them, they are fighting. They want to be released those files, and I am, in the side of those people who want them to be released those files. We need to know the people. We are the citizens of this country. We pay taxes. And we have the right to know what's going on. And those people they are in high authority. And so I don't have nothing else to say, but I pray that eventually we're going to know what is in those files. And you're going to see, what Pam Bondi says, the name of Trump appeared in so many occasions. And so we're just waiting and see what is going to be the end result. I know they're going to cover a lot of evidences they did right now, because there's a lot of inconsistencies and the whole thing. But nothing is high that it cannot be revealed in due time, as the Word of God says. And so we're just gonna wait for that. So please make your comments and arguments, but do not write in slander or derogatory comments, because I will delete them. I will reply all your comments. Please be respectful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, that you can see all my videos. There are of different kind, different subjects, different topics. I don't do it very frequently, but because I'm very busy, usually I do a video every 2 or 3 weeks, sometimes the whole month, because I didn't have time. But I like to, talk about this and teach people to be better in this life. Mainly is always, like I say before, I say it again, insert the Word of God, because it's a map to go to heaven. The Word of God is the maximum authority, and we have to honor the Word of God all the time. We live and move because He gives us health to be well in this world and work. So this is it. I just don't want to talk about things like that when they're so negative. I would like to talk about things that are positive, but in this case I can't, because it's the way it is. That's what we confront right now. And so I will see you in my next Crossroads video. God bless you.